So we always say you've got to give your boss the flick and buy a Jim's franchise, but it's not every day that one of your own staff members does that to you. So we've got Greg, who's part of our media team and does all the great video work and editing that you see online. And Greg's basically decided to give us the flick and buy a Jim's franchise. So just want to talk about which franchise you're buying, Greg, and why you're buying it.
Yep, so I'm going to be going with the Mowing franchise. And the main reason is money. I mean, it's sort of seeing all these franchisees talk about how much they're making, doing all these interviews and stuff, that's always a really big incentive. It's also just seeing the system for what it is. So from the inside, going to the training, filming all the sessions and whatnot, like it's sort of, yeah, it's built to make the franchisee succeed. And that is, yeah, a really good incentive.
Yeah, so we'll make it clear. So Greg's job is to come out with myself and we go and we talk to franchisees and interview them, and all they talk about is how much money they're making. I should have done it years ago. And I can imagine from your position just behind the camera and you're hearing how much money they're making, going, geez, why aren't I doing that? So it's good on you for taking the action and doing it. It's not good for us that we're losing a good staff member, but I'm really happy for you to do it. But in regards to trial days as well, so you have gone on some trial days, and how have you sussed out the whole Jim's Mowing franchise?
Yeah, so I've been on 3 trial days so far, and every time it's just sort of, again, you sort of like, you hear the stories from someone who's actually been on the road. He's been there for 4 years, so sort of like he knows how it all works. He's seen it all, and sort of getting that feedback from somebody who's not on the national side, so is actually like, you know, is in the position which I'm trying to get into. It's really good seeing him be completely honest about everything, and again, it just sort of comes up as a really big positive.
So what we're going to do is, this is day 1 of training, and we're going to do a whole week of Greg's journey. So Greg is doing the Jim's Mowing training as well. So we have the 3-day generic training, which we're going to do and do a summary with. And then we're also going to go and extend it for the Jim's Mowing training, which ends on the Saturday. So we're going to check in with you each day, Greg, to give a whole full real account of the training week and all your thoughts about it, so that people can get a really good inside look into training. So we're not happy that you're leaving, but we're very happy that you're going to be running your own business. We're really happy for you, mate.
Thank you.
Day 1 of training, we had Jim come up and speak first. He goes over his ethos and how he runs his business and how he became so successful. And it is really good to hear those guidelines. His focus on customer service and how that is the priority, as well as the franchisees and our well-being. It's great to see that he's a real person, that he cares about the franchisees. He gives us his phone number, his email address, and that's something which I feel a lot of bigger companies would never do. And he actually encourages us to contact him. So that is a really good start. Next we had Sam Robertson, who gave us quite a few sessions. One that really stuck out to me was local area marketing. That's what you can do on the ground of your business. Letter drops, by talking to people, networking, B&I groups, things like that. And what really resonated with me was he has a 10-point plan which he talked about, which basically, one of my worries in my business is that I'm not buying a split, so I don't have customers from the go. So I've got to start from the bottom. I've got to build up my database relying on leads. And those first few weeks where there's like, I'm not going to have a guarantee of getting leads on day 1, yeah, that worried me a little bit. And it's sort of, you get a certain amount of points for doing a certain amount of things, in terms of if you go to 3 businesses within your territory and just introduce yourself and say, hi, I'm Greg from Jim's Mowing, and doing that kind of thing, building that rapport, you get 2 points. Like a letterbox drop is 1 point. And it's sort of like the whole list of different tasks that you can complete that is working towards your business. And that is something which I really, really like the sound of, because you sort of worry about just sort of sitting on the couch and waiting for the phone to ring. Whereas this is a way that you can be proactive and sort of measure that. So that's something which, yeah, I really, really got out of that training session. And yeah, at the end of day 1, I'm feeling very inspired. I'm very looking forward to seeing what's more.
A question for the mic, please, Mike.